Imagine if you could sell absolutely anything to absolutely anybody. Well, in this video, we're going to talk about exactly how that works. But before we dive into it, there's something we get to do. We're going to hit the show reel. Okay, so there are actually three very simple steps in effectively communicating what it is you have to offer to somebody. But I've got to be honest, before we dive into those three things, selling anything to anybody, is that actually possible? Well, I believe it is. Some people would probably say, no, it's not true, but I think when you master the art of communication and problem solving, it is actually possible. The main thing you want to identify first of all, before we dive into these three things, is what problem am I solving and who for? If you have clarity on that, the whole process actually becomes very simple. So the first thing that you need to identify after figuring out who you're helping and what you're helping them with is you need to figure out your hook. Okay, this is the very first thing, figuring out your hook. What does that mean? Very simply put, for me, that is you explaining what your promise is, what problem you're able to solve. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing from there is what we call story. So I'm very, passionate about story selling. I believe if you can communicate through a story and offer somebody a solution to their problem within that, that is the easiest way to facilitate a sale without it feeling all icky and horrible. I'm sure maybe sometimes in your life you've been sold in that way where it's been hard selling and it's been completely horrible, not nice feeling for you or for them. But maybe there's been other times in your life, have a think back where maybe you went to the Apple store, I love Apple, and you were like buying your MacBook and it was the most brilliant experience in the world. So there'll be times when you've loved being sold to, and that's really what we're trying to get through. And for me, the easiest way for anybody to get there and sell their own product or service is through story selling. So you need to figure out your story. And most people at this point might be thinking, well, what's the story? Like, how do I come up with that? And you don't need to come up with anything. You don't need to invent anything. If you are solving a problem for somebody, tell the story of how you help those kinds of people. So if you help people lose weight, tell stories of how you've helped people lose weight. But get more specific. What kind of people have you helped lose weight? Is it mums? Is it dads? Is it, what kind of people is it? Get more specific on the problem that you're solving and who you're solving it for. And thinking about the story becomes then very simple. Last, but by no means least, you've got your hook, you've got your story, then you need to make your offer. Okay, this is the third thing, offer. And if you're wondering, well, what is my offer? Well, what problem are you solving for people? Maybe you have a 6-week coaching program where you can bring people through a process and help them lose the weight. Or maybe you're a marketing coach like me and you can help people launch their business in those 6 weeks. So have a think about the problem that you're solving and then package it up in these three ways. This car's here again, but we're gonna roll with it. We've got our hook, we've got our story, and we've got our offer. So I hope you found that valuable. If you did, leave a comment below and please let me know which one of these three things you're most excited about implementing inside of your business so that you can go and sell anything to anybody. But really, it's more about selling the right thing to the right person at the right time. And if you haven't already subscribed, then go ahead, click that button and the notification bell next to it so that we can keep you updated with all the videos that we're putting out here for you guys. And until the very next time, stay blessed.